Hey guys, what is up? It's Maya and welcome back to my crib. So today I'm going to be doing part 2 of the beloved Logic Pro secrets because you guys really loved that video and it was very helpful to a lot of you. And of course, there's much more secrets and beautiful tips to be had with Logic than just 5. So let's make it 10 and do 5 more today. Yeet! But first, this video is sponsored by Jordan Baywood and his absolutely really amazing and cool mixing and mastering presets that he has made for you all to try. So basically, Jordan is a YouTuber and a really cool engineer, mixing and mastering engineer, and he knows where it's at. It's pretty lit. And he basically created these preset packs that sound really cool for Logic and FL Studio. You guys know I love taking advantage of all of the native plugins and resources that Logic has without spending $15,000 million on third-party plugins when we have so many there. If you guys are interested in checking out Jordan's really cool stuff, you can visit the link in the description, which is jordanbaywood.com. And you can use my code at checkout, which is Maya, for 15% off your order, so go check them out. Now, without further ado, let's talk about 5 more secrets in Logic Pro that you don't know and you should know. So, the first thing I want to tell you guys about, which I'm very, very excited about, because I just found this out recently, and that is that you can actually organize like all your plugins. There's this thing called the plugin manager, which is like super cool, and like if you guys have a bunch of third-party plugins and stuff that you like hate going down into the VST little thingy, if you guys hate doing this, going down to the bottom, going to audio units and then finding it down here, there's actually a plugin manager where you can like organize it, and I am so excited about this. So if I go to Logic Pro and then Preferences and then Plugin Manager, check this out. Here are all my plugins that I have, right? So I've got like iZotope ones over here, and these are all of the folders that show up when you go to your little add a plugin thing. Vocal Synth 2 maybe? I definitely want to put Vocal Doubler into my imaging folder. So I can literally just go to iZotope, find my Vocal Doubler, throw it into the, where is it? The imaging, oh come on man. Throw it into the imaging folder, and now it's there. So once I go here, and I go to audio effects, and I go to imaging, Vocal Doubler is there, which is so cool. Vocal Doubler is also a free plugin, so you guys should check it out. But anyway, I highly recommend organizing your plugins in the way you want them organized because that is so cool. Do it. Tip 2 is going to be option dragging things that are not on the grid. So a lot of people actually don't know this shortcut when I'm peer training and stuff. So say I had, let's do this. I had some snares here that were cropped right here, right? So I figured out that I want this snare to fall a little bit late, right? So it's actually not falling. I don't even think this is quantized. I think I did that on purpose. But so this is not falling on the grid, right? This is falling, you can kind of see here, it's falling in between my grid here. So if I want to copy this over to the next bar, maybe I want to copy this so it falls on the end of bar 6, because this is bar 5, but I don't want it to snap to the grid. I want it to snap to exactly where that one snapped. I can hold down Option and then literally just drag this, and it's going to snap. You can see it's snapping right where the other one was, based on time code and probably ticks instead of the grid, which is really cool. So that is a useful, oh my god. This also works for automation, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go into automation mode, let's do volume. Say I want it to go like this, right? And I wanna take this and move it over to the other one. I can option click and I can drag it right to this one. If you weren't using region-based automation or something like that and you just were like, oh damn, I want to copy this exact automation over to another region or another section of my timeline, option click and drag. Another thing that goes along with option clicking is if you want to reset any parameter like a fader knob, you could do that by option clicking, right? So let me zoom in here and I'll show you what I mean, right? So say I panned this glow stick thing and I'm like, oh, I don't want that to be panned. Option, click, and it'll reset it back to unison. This works with faders too. This also works in the mixer. You can select multiple tracks at a time, right? And I can option click and they all reset, which is super cool. If you want to start fresh on your mix, or if you're like, why is these faders all over the place? Super easy. You can just option click the faders, reset them. It even works for the buses too. If I add some bus here, right now I have all these tracks selected, so it's doing it to all of them, and then I option click. It's actually going to bring it to unison, so this is gonna bring this bus up. But we've also got the tape slow down, which is life. Oh, my life. Okay, so let's actually do this on my voice. I feel like that would be funny. So let's see. Okay, so here I go. Master plan. Since you cut me off, I made a master plan. Oh, by the way, I have one of, I just was playing around with Jordan Baywood's presets, and so I have one on here. I made a master plan. It's pretty cool. But I think it's only the delay and reverb that I have actually on right now. So say I wanted to make like a tape slowdown, you know, when it's like, master plan. I can do that with the fade tool in the region inspector, where I want the tape slowdown to happen, and I'm going to delete the end of it. And then I'm going to create a fade. Like so, I just pull in this, right? But say I actually wanted this fade to slow down instead of just fading out. I can go to the region inspector, which is up here, and I can go into the more, and where it says fade in or fade out, I can actually change this to slow down. So now instead of fading out, it's gonna sound like this. So I could even make this super long. So that's how to make a tape slowdown, which is really cool. It's super easy. You just use the region inspector, and you literally just change fade in or fade out to slow down. And that's only going to affect the region that's selected because we're using the region inspector. Then I've got the one that I actually only figured out recently, and it like changed my life. I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but I have to open another project so I can show this to you guys. Let's see. So this is my tonal harmony project. I'm not playing this all for you guys, but let's check out the piano roll here, right? So if I select a group of notes, whether it be a chord like that's stacked on top of each other like this, and I check out right over here where it says 3 notes selected, it actually tells me what chord that is based on the notes that I have selected. This works, you know, in a vertical sense, but it also works like this in a horizontal sense. So I'm not sure why you would want to know that, but apparently this is a D5 7 13 chord, which is pretty lit. Love that for me. And then if I select all of these regions, right, and I have all the MIDI notes, like if I'm in this case doing a string quartet, I can select these notes and it'll tell me 3 notes selected in 3 regions. So it doesn't work over different regions. So just pointing that out. But when I'm on one specific region, it will show me, right? It says 1 note selected, it won't. But if it's 2 notes, it says it's a G5 because it's G and it's the 5th of G. So, yeah. Okay, hopefully you got, come on, focus. Come on, man, stop. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this video. I cannot wait to make more, and make sure you guys check out the description where all of my links and handles to social media is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you check out everything on my channel and listen to my music by searching my name on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, whatever you do, Tidal. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.